system, as well as harassing a Navy ship, the USS Invincible in the Strait of Hormuz, by sending an Iranian frigate within,
I wasn't technically a special counsel under that regulation,
smaller boats
but
within 600
the bottom line is,
yards.
it's my job.
Last month, the Iranians fired a medium-range ballistic missile in violation of the U.S. Security Council resolution, resulting in United States sanctions enforcement against 25 individuals and entities. That action was in violation of the UN resolution, but none of these other activities are in violation of the nuclear agreement.
Senators, the nuclear agreement did not address any of those other aspects of the Iranian threat.
But would you agree with me that they do demand a response?
I would absolutely agree, Senator.
And much more aggressive, not only
security-related tools here, economic tools to
the Iranians, in effect, are testing us in that area because they are, in effect, aiding and abetting the Iranians in this increasing destabilizing activity.
Well, like Syria, where these two countries have essentially propped up a regime here and made them more capable, more powerful, and kept them from collapsing. So,
but when we complain about the Iranians, and all of us probably in this room would agree with you that they are the major destabilizing influence in that area, we're talking as much about the Russians as we are about the Iranians.
Senator, in my comments here, I was specifically talking about the Iranian threat. That is the one that we confront with. Certainly, as I mentioned also in my opening statement here, we are concerned about external actors. Aspects as well. So I think they have to be addressed. They both have to be addressed.
Influence of this regime.
I think there are a variety of partners here to ensure that we have a common approach to this. I think in some cases we should look at disrupt their revolutionary ideology. And it's not just the United States, but it has to be those in the region. Iran has a role in the region. They have been around for a long period of time. Nobody is trying to make Iran go away, but we are concerned about the destabilizing behavior that they pursue on a regular basis.
My time has expired, but this topic is one.
Republicans' line on Medicare that it should wither on the vine. So they're shortening its solvency. And that's in keeping with also what they want to do in other legislation, the Ryan budget, to remove the guarantee from Medicare and have it just be a voucher and not a guarantee. Medicare, by definition, is a guarantee. So you are undermining that guarantee. And millions would lose access to essential Medicaid coverage, not only critical for poor children in our country, but for Americans with disabilities, for seniors with long-term care needs, and to fight against opioid and other addictions. Women lose access to comprehensive health coverage when the Republicans defund Planned Parenthood, stealing even more women's access to contraception and preventative care. Young people who are likely to face an interruption a person with disabilities, anyone affected by the opioid epidemic, a poor child, a woman, or a young person, the list goes on and on. You are grossly affected by this legislation. And that's why groups like the groups that deal with diabetes, cancer, cystic fibrosis, HIV/AIDS, the list goes on and on. Easter seals are opposed to this legislation. Republicans are racing this bill forward before the CBO can truly expose the consequences, the catastrophic consequences of their health bill. And this is in stark contrast to when we passed the bill. I see in the press people saying, well, they're criticizing you, you're criticizing them for what you did. No, that's not true. The facts are these. We had scores of hearings, open hearings, bipartisan hearings, in the three committees of jurisdiction, Ways and Means, Energy and Commerce, and Education and Labor, hours of public markup, dozens of Republican amendments accepted. We never had a markup or a floor vote without a CBO score to show what was happening, what the impact of the bill would be. Now, it was interesting because the committee's ranking members of Energy